Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to our new session translation session. Dakle, prevodite sa mnom, učestvujete u izradi nove skripte, nove knjige. Trebalo bi da sadrži 10.000 rečenica na engleskom sa prevodom. Već sam tako jedno napravila za nemački, a sada za engleski. Dakle, bit će tu i težih i lakših rečenica od A1 do B1. Tako da, krećemo sa prevodom. I'm very sorry that I can't accept your invitation. Da prihvatim tvoj poziv, tako. I'm very sorry that I cannot, I can't, or I can't accept your invitation. I fear that something terrible has happened. Sada, fear je bojati se, ali mi ćemo ovde, pa da, prevešćemo se bojim se. Bojim se da se nešto strašno dogodilo. I fear that something terrible has happened. Try and memorize those words and I can assure you it will help you a lot when you are speaking. Dakle, pokušaj da zapamtiš te reči. I can assure you it will help you a lot when you are speaking. I can assure you, mogu te uveriti, siguran sam. Možeš biti siguran, recimo. Da će ti pomoći kada govoriš. I can assure you. Your entire life today is the sum total result of the quality of your choices and decisions to this moment. Dakle, tvoj celokupan život danas, sada, je the sum total result of the quality, dakle je rezultat izbora i odluka koje si donosio, da opišemo koje si donosio do ovog trenutka. Tvoj celokupan život, your entire life today is the sum total result, je rezultat of the quality of choices and decisions, rezultat kvaliteta choices and decisions to this moment. I'm afraid that we will be late. Bojim se da ćemo zakasniti. When we saw the police, he was frightened. On je bio uplašen. When we saw the police, he was frightened. Why didn't you call earlier? I was worried. Zašto se nisi ranije javio? Bio sam zabrinut. He showed no sorrow at the death of his wife. Dakle, bukvalno nije pokazao nikakvu tugu kad mu je, možemo tako, nije pokazao tugu kada mu žena umrla. I asked him unpleasant questions. Postavio sam mu, da kažemo, neprijatna pitanja. Neprijatna pitanja. She turned red with anger. Pocrvenela od besa. Leave me alone, she screamed angrily. Okay, we don't need this one. Is something bothering you? Da te nešto muči. She can't look at another man. Her boyfriend is very jealous. We don't need this. I feel lonely without you. Usamljena sam bez tebe. Our cat has no fear of dogs. No fear. Naša mačka se ne boji pasa. She has no fear of dogs. The situation is serious but not hopeless. Situacija je ozbiljna, ali ne beznadežna. I'm sorry I have disturbed you. Što sam te usnemirio. He shocked his parents when he came home with green hair. Šokirao je roditelje kada je došao kući sa zelenom kosom. When we laughed at him, he flew into rage. Okay, we don't need this one. He spoke in a loud and angry voice. Govorio je glasno I ljutito. Before his illness, he was a strong man. Jak čovjek. When somebody smokes, I have to cough. Kada neko puši, moram da kašljem. Cough. There is still no medicine for this disease. I frequently have stomach pains. Don't forget to take the pill. Ne zaboravim da popiješ lek. You don't have to go to the doctor for this injury. Ne moraš. My feet hurt. Okay. One can't eat these mushrooms, they are poisonous. Ove pečurke se ne mogu jesti. Ne smeju bolje. Otrovne su. I have a sore throat and a slight fever. Dakle, boli me grlo I malo temperature. Nisku temperaturu. Imam malo temperaturu. Imam malčice temperaturu. Imam malu temperaturu. 8 were injured and 2 are still in critical condition. When he saw so much blood, he fainted. Kad je video toliko krvi, pao je u nesvest. I was frightened when I saw a gun in his hand. When water freezes, it changes into ice. Michael jumped to his feet, pulled the gun from his trousers, pointed it straight at his head and fired. No. If you say you're freezing, you mean you're very cold. I'm freezing. His suspicions were based on nothing more than rumor. Do you have something for toothache? Most of the difficulties have been resolved. Congratulations on the birth of your child. They were both very young when they got married. You are the right man for her. Zajedno. In spite of her advanced age, she still does a lot of traveling. Advanced age. Uprkos njenim godinama. Ona I dalje mnogo putuje. She does a lot of traveling. Only now in old age has he become calmer. Mirniji, nadam se da ću I postati mirnija. In old age, if you creep somewhere, you move quietly and secretly to creep, šunjati se. She stopped in the middle of the sentence and looked at him in surprise. Pogledala ga iznenađeno. She did her best to preserve her sanity surrounded by lunatics. Dala je sve od sebe da sačuva razum okružena ludacima. She did her best to preserve her sanity surrounded by lunatics. I grew up in this small town. Nothing you confess could make me love you less. Nothing you confess could make me love you less. Arguing about the inheritance began right after his death. I'm afraid when the lights are off and I hear a scary noise. Okay, we'll do this. Investigations like this could take many months. Investigation, istraživanja, nego... What do detectives do? Šta rade detektivi? Istražuju. Could take many months. Mogu trajati meseci. Strange things go on in there. Ovdje se dešavaju čudne stvari. Next one. We don't know if it was an accident or suicide. Ne znamo da li je bio nesrećan slučaj ili samo ubistvo. We don't know if it was an accident or suicide. She made her will shortly before her death. Znači, napisala, napravila, dobro. Testament. Shortly before her death. Ne, kratko pre smrti. Don't touch the dog. He. Ćemo staviti it bites. Ujeda. I looked at her the whole time. Gledao sam je sve vrijeme. I looked at her the whole time. When did you notice that you had lost your purse? Kad si primijetio da si gubio torbu ili novčanik. I look forward to seeing you again. Radujem se što ćete ponovo vidjeti. He was shaking so much with fear that he dropped his gun. We will delete this one. We don't need a lot of guns here. He looked out of the window just as I was entering the house. Past simple, past continuous. So he looked, pogledao je kroz prozor while I was entering the house. Dok sam ulazio. He looked out of the window because he was waiting for company. We don't need this one. Why did his wife leave him? Not left him. Why did his wife leave him? Napustila. He is unhappy because his girlfriend has left him. So unhappy, nesrećan. Because his girlfriend has left him. Pearls are pieces of hair twisted into rings. Delete. I know what you're going to say. Znam šta ćeš reći. From this point, you have a wonderful view of the mountains. Odavde imaš divan pogled na planinu. If you are cold, you can have my jacket. Ako ti je hladno, uzmi moju jaknu. Ili možeš uzeti moju jaknu. Uzeti moju jaknu. If you are cold, you feel that you want to put on warm clothes or stand near something warm. Delete. He finally released his hold on the handle. Delete. He held her arm to keep her from falling. Ok, hold, held. Dakle, držao je za ruku da ne bi pala. To keep her from falling. Everyone's sense of taste is different. So, svako ima drugačiji ukus za sense of taste. Everyone's sense of taste za stvari. Svako ima drugačiji ukus za stvari. Everyone's sense of taste is different. The dog smelled the meat. Delete. I finally found a solution to the problem. Konačno sam našao rješenje za solution to the problem. They negotiated all morning, but were unable to find a solution. So, pregovarali su cijelo jutro, ali nisu mogli da nađu rješenje. They negotiated all morning, but were unable to find a solution. Don't bother me again, understand, delete. I think it's time for me to buy a decent camera. Ok, decent. Mislim da je vrijeme da kupim pristojnu kameru. It means a good one. Pristojnu kameru, ne nego pristojan fotoaparat. It's very decent of you. Bend your knees and then straighten them. Okay, bend and straighten. So, savi kolena pa ih ispravi. If they hurt. Bend your knees and then straighten them. Lie flat and let your knees bend. Too demanding. I know I should know that, but I can't remember right now. Ok, znam da bi trebalo to da znam. Ali ne mogu se setiti sada. I have done quite a lot of reading on the subject. Dakle, prilično sam mnogo čitao na tu temu. I have done quite a lot of reading on that subject. I'm accustomed to his misbehavior. Dakle, naviknut sam na njegovo, recimo, loše ponašanje. As I grew older, I agreed more and more with his ideas. Delete. Sweet things have the taste of sugar. Ok. Slatke stvari imaju ukus šećera. I will accept full responsibility for this. So, prihvatit ću odgovornost za ovo. Let's say prihvatit ću potpunu odgovornost za ovo. I will accept full responsibility for this. When I'm curious, I stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Kada sam znatiželjan, mi kažemo stavljam nos tamo gde mu nije mesto. When I'm curious, I stick my nose where it doesn't belong. Guram nos gde mu nije mesto. Can you remind me to phone my sister before we leave town? Delete. He agreed or refused to cooperate with the police. He agreed to cooperate with the police. So, složio se da pristaje da sarađuje sa policijom. He was accused of trying to flee the scene of the accident. So, bio je optužen jer je pokušao da pobegne sa mesta nesreće. He was accused of trying to flee the scene of the accident. If you bend something, you stop it being straight. Delete. There is no hope of success. Nema nade za uspjeh. Only one can win, either me or you. Samo jedan može pobediti, ili ti, ili ja. I graduated from the faculty a few years ago. Pre nekoliko godina sam diplomirao na fakultetu. Large areas of grass separate the village from the main road. Velike površine prekrivene, velike travnate površine. Separate the village from the main road. Odvajaju selo od glavnog puta. He was a good swimmer and he soon reached the boat. He caught hold of me and placed me gently on a chair. Delete. She placed her hand firmly on his shoulder. Okay, so čvrsto je stavila svoju ruku on his shoulder. He would be very grateful to you if you could do him a small favor. So, biti veoma zahvalan ako if you could do him a small favor, ako bi mogao da mu učiniš malu uslugu. I was greeted with many nods and smiles. Pozdravljen sam with nod. Nod is this. Sad mi je bilo tu sa klimanjem glava. Pozdravljen sam klimanjem glavom i osmehom. Potvrdom. That's all right, he answered awkwardly. Delete. I will be grateful if you reduce your charges for him. When I help others, they are grateful and pay for lunch. Delete. Every now and again, we have to grease our cars if we want them to run properly. Povremeno moramo, ne kažemo, promeniti ulje u autu ako želimo da radi kako treba. Promeniti ulje u autu. His man greeted his words with silence. Delete. Believe in yourself, you can do anything. The back of something is the part opposite to the front. Okay. He had bacon and eggs for breakfast. A bag is used to hold or carry things. What kind of things stir you the most? Question mark. Stir you the most. Koje te najviše uznemiravaju? Te pokreću. What's the best way to keep fit? Don't eat anything. What do you do to keep fit? Not that much, really. I go out with the dog once a day. I agree with him on that point. Po tom pitanju. I agree with him. It was such a lovely day. Bio tako divan dan. I am in deep trouble. You're always in trouble. In deep trouble. U velikoj sam nevolji. He is from abroad somewhere. On je negdje iz inostrane s2. He resembles his grandfather. Liči na svog dedu. I remember seeing her somewhere. Da sam je negdje videla. $50, that's too much. Delete. There are some striking similarities between the two plays. Neke upadljive sličnosti između te dve predstave. Let's see. Play. His eyes are his most striking feature. Njegove oči su njegova najupadljivija karakteristika. What are your advantages over others? They observed the passers-by in the street. Posmatrali su prolaznike na ulici. He finally obtained a copy of the report. Konačno je dobio kopiju izveštaja. She tried to be logical. Pokušala je da bude. She tried to look at the facts clearly without emotion. Pokušala je da gleda na činjenice jasno, bez emocija. I think they all thought it was quite funny. Da su svi mislili da je to prilično zabavno. Necessary papers were signed. Neophodni papiri su potpisani. Love me when I least deserve it, because that's when I really need it. Voli me onda kad najmanje zaslužujem jer mi je to tada najpotrebnije. The small room was indeed a mess. Indeed. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't have to check his work. He's absolutely independent. When I got out of the car, it was almost completely dark. Kad sam izašao iz auta, bilo je skoro potpuno mračno. I carried a heavy bag on my back. Nosio sam tešku torbu na leđima. I don't like to drive in heavy traffic. Who likes to do it? Who does? Ne volim da vozim kada je velika gužva. He didn't mention the accident to me. Nije mi spomenuo nesreću. What happens when we pour too much water into a glass? Some of the water spills over the edge of the glass. Kada sipamo suviše vode u čašu, it spills, nešto vode se praska. If you drop the glass on the floor, it would break. Ako bi ispustio, ona bi se razbila. He directed an Oscar-winning movie. Režirao je film koji je dobio Oscara. The boss glanced in my direction. Recimo bacio pogled u mom pravcu. We are going in the wrong direction. Idemo u pogrešnom pravcu ili smeru, nikad ne znam. Smeru. Let's see. She contributed little to the discussion. Doprinela je malo je doprinela raspravi. For more information, contact the city's tourism office. She contacted everyone on the list. The building work was proceeding according to schedule. Su proceeding according to schedule, su se odvijali po rasporedu. She tried to process all the information she got, but it was all in vain. Da procesuira, da shvati. Ali je bilo uzaludno. In vain. He didn't attend the meeting. Prisustvovao sastanku. He secretly showed me her picture. What do you intend to do? I often refer to the dictionary. Često provjeravam ili vidjeli this. Do you really believe in ghosts? No, she isn't here yet. Is there anything on TV tonight? He cheated on a biology exam. I could scarcely stand on my feet. I thought you liked him. Mislio sam da ti se dopada. Bicycles have two wheels. Bicycle, two wheels. Okay, that's it for today. See you next time. Bye.